you can match the excitement of the first game tonight. It looked like first half was very competitive. Then it looked like Valley City was going to have a blowout. Then it looked like maybe the Hawks were going to win, maybe go into overtime, and Valley City got the buzzer beater to win, 76-74. We'll see if we can do that or not. In the men's side of things, again, the men, much like the women, looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-7. Valley City State comes in 7-4 on the season. And of course, Dickinson State, a few more games in that 7 games, I believe 3, maybe even 4 of them have been exhibition games for Dickinson State University. So the Blue Hawks are getting ready to go to work on the men's side. We're going to have a little presentation here from the Dickinson Fire Department from Dickinson State University. So might have a little delay on tip-off time tonight, but we're looking forward to that game up and coming here very shortly. Great to have our good friends through the facilities of KOVC in Valley City, North Dakota. Always great to have them with us if they're with us, and if they're not with us and they're beside us, it's always great to have that too. When they're here at Scott Gym or at the back, and when we're in Valley City, always fun to visit with the great folks at KOVC, and we're glad to have you along tonight. All of our great sponsors bringing you the game on KDIX, and all the great sponsors on KOVC bringing you coverage of both the women's and men's game tonight. Justin Glass starting lineups. Well, let's do that. Let's get that in the books right away here. Like we said, maybe a little bit of a later start, but Dickinson State and Valley City about ready to go on the men's game. For the Vikings, again, an outstanding start for Ryan Montgomery and his ball club, 7-4, game number 1 in the conference. They'll go with Jalen Addison at the guard position. Their leading scorer, 6'2", out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Chris Thompson, 6'5", senior out of Galesville, Wisconsin, will be in that backcourt also, as will Josh Kelly, a senior, 6 foot, out of Memphis, Tennessee. And Kevin Schramm, Roseville, Minnesota, 6'6", senior, out of forward, and Connor Empsey, also a veteran for Valley City State. Out of Edgeley, North Dakota, the 6'4", senior, will start at a forward position. Kind of a 3-guard forward position, 2 forward, 3-guard, 2 post, I guess, whatever you prefer to call it. 3 out, 2 in, I guess is what you can call it. For Dickinson State, they will go with Trey Latke, the sophomore out of Gillette, Wyoming, at a guard. Their leading scorer, Bryce Knox, the all-conference player, returning from last year, the 6'4", senior out of L.A., California. Jalan Tinnen will be at a forward position out of Lancaster, California. John Evans had a great year last year as a freshman. He got that COVID year, so he's still a freshman. And out of Lethbridge, Alberta, John will start at a forward position, guard position at 6'4". And Kobe Baker, the 6'5" sophomore out of Weevil, Montana, via Bismarck State College, will start at a forward position too. So the Blue Hawks kind of the same, 3 out, 2 in. And we've got an introduction of starting lineups, and we'll hear from Coca-Cola. Let's take a break, 90-second break on KDIX and KOVC, and we'll be back to tip it off for you in 90 seconds.
With so many different internet speeds to choose from, picking the right speed can be vital to how many devices you have running at the same time. Now you can supercharge your internet with consolidated GNet technology and get the speeds you need up to 1 gig. Fast, reliable speeds you need to keep all your devices running like they should. Call 483-4000 and supercharge your internet and get the speed you need with Consolidated.
Today, we're going someplace new, a place where we all come together to forge a new path ahead. A path where we're with you every step of the way, even through unexpected twists and turns. Welcome to a new era of banking. American Bank Center is now Bravera Bank. Still proudly employee and director owned, we're building a future where we find new ground together. Bravera, forge your path.
The Mix 105.7 is your home for the best music, the best variety, including tunes from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today. Listen weekday mornings from 7 to 10 for the Mixed Up Morning Show with birthday and anniversary announcements, plus loads of local information. Go back in time Sunday mornings from 8 to noon and enjoy the music and the memories from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, including classic hits, classic rock, disco, and more during the Mix 105.7 Time Machine. The Mix 105.7 is locally owned, locally operated, and locally mixed.
Underway at Scott Gymnasium. Nice crowd again on hand. Had a very nice day here. Road conditions not great. The weather not great. Winter storm warnings out all across the northern portion of the state of North Dakota. A lot of winter advisories out in our area of the state all the way across Interstate 94 and south. so not a great night to be traveling. We'll keep you updated throughout the weather. But the tip on the air and in the air and controlled by Dickinson State. Knox will fire from 15. His shot off iron, not good. And the rebound's going to be tapped around, tipped around to the floor, and finally picked up by Valley City State. So the Vikings again bring it down quickly. They'll get it out. Ency, long three-pointer. That's off iron. That's not good. And the rebound quickly down to Dickinson State. Knox will outlet it to Latke. Valley City lots of pressure. They go to Bager all alone from 17. His shot is up and good. So Toby Bager, the freshman out of Grebo, Montana, hits his first shot, and Dickinson State out to an early 2-0 lead on the CHI St. Alexius Health scoreboard. Right side with it, Addison. He's a good one. Very excellent basketball player. Kelly has it. Looks back to Addison, but goes inside instead to Ency. He lays it up, slipped off his hands, and just went straight up in the air and came right down into the hands of Dickinson State University. There's that full court pressure. The Hawks will handle it. Finnan comes down with it, and we'll have a whistle and a personal as Finnan gets tapped on top of the head by one of the Vikings. Well, let's see who that goes against. That'll go against Valley City State. I think Schramm will pick it up. He does his first. 65 seconds into this one. Dickinson State 2, Valley City State nothing. Finnan out front with it. Hand back to Knox. Free throw line corner. Drives in the paint. Loses it in the paint. Turns it over in the paint. Number one in the turnover department for Dickinson State. Schramm wide open in the corner. Turns it down. Kicks it out. Long three-pointer. Put up and not good. And it sticks between the backboard and the rim. That three-point shot put up by Chris Thompson. And the arrow will favor, let's see, who has the arrow? I think Dickinson State does. It's a jump ball, I believe. I think Valley City, Dickinson State won the toss on the tip, so it has to go back to Valley City. They got the arrow. They've got to have it. They've got it straightened around now. Ball will be put into play by Kelly. Referees always get it right. They're never wrong. Inbounds pass will come in to Addison. He'll bring it back out front. Now we've got another whistle down low. What do we got there? Little bump, little grind, little hold. Well, now they want the shot clock reset. We had none of the above, so we will go back to work. Will Dickinson State and Valley City State. Valley City will have the ball underneath their own basket. A little bit of moisture on the floor down in that corner. So we said didn't have a lot of snow, probably about an inch of snow here in Dickinson, but around that 32 degrees when it snowed, so it's kind of that wet stuff, and people coming in and out from outside into the game, and around the perimeters, they got the mops out. Ball will be put into play. It comes into Kelly. Kelly comes right side, gets it quickly into the hands of Addison. Back to Kelly, 2-0. Lead for Dickinson State, 18.5 left to go inside. Ency, power move against Finnan. Nice floating shot, but it spins in and out. Ency's had some tough luck here in the early going. He's had 3 good looks. A three-pointer, lost control of a layup attempt, and had that one spin in and out. Here comes Finnan on the dribble dive. Goes to Bager. His three-pointer is up and good. Toby Bager hits the three-pointer, and it's a 5-0 lead for Dickinson State University. Down court quickly. Kelly to Addison. Little zone matchup by Dickinson State. Almost a 1-3-1. They pop out on the wings to cover up. Bager comes out. Now they get it back to Kelly. Off to Addison. Free throw line. Flips it in the corner. Nobody there. Addison says to Ency, you got to go there. Ency said, no, we're not supposed to be. And the ball went out of bounds because nobody was there. Turnover number 1 against Valley City State. 17:45 left to go. First half. Latke, Bager, they leave him alone again from 3. Hits it again. Why not? Toby Bager makes it an 8-0 lead for Dickinson State. He has all 8 points for the Blue Hawks. And down court very deliberately comes Josh Kelly. Vikings very disciplined. They're not going to panic with the lead at 8-0 early in this ball game. They get it off to Ency. Ency looks down low, goes to Schramm, baseline. Schramm backing in against Finnan, comes in the paint, turns from 8, fades from 8, puts it up, in and out, not good. And the rebound down to Dickinson State. Valley City off to an 0-for-6 start to begin this ball game. And the ball thrown away by Evans. Turnover number 2 against that full court pressure. Here comes Addison on the drive in the paint. Out to Kelly to the baseline. Back to Addison, the lefty from 3. That's off, not good. And the rebound back to Ency, and he finally gets one to drop after some tough luck in his first few shots. That one goes through the bottom of the net. Ends that 8-0 run by Dickinson State and makes it 8-2. With the basketball, Knox again on the dribble. Gets it off to Latke. Latke quickly down court. Latke will bring it into the backcourt. He'll look right to Bager. Can't go there. Brings it out to Evans, top of the key. Off to Tinnan. Valley City State matching up man to man. Tinnan on the dribble drive, kicks it in the corner to Evans. Evans in the paint from 8, fires and hits. Another freshman, second-year freshman with his first basket, makes it a 10-2 lead for Dickinson State. Beautiful move underneath that time by Thompson, but couldn't get the shot away. Got 3 on the baseline, but got too far underneath the basket to shoot it. Kelly with it, back to Thompson. He loses it. Turnover number 2. Good quick hands by Latke that time. Defensively picks it away. And across the timeline with the basketball, Latke will slow the pace a bit. And Dickinson State will go back to work up by 8. 10-2. Baker, backdoor, throws it away again. Those good quick hands again by Valley City State. Josh Kelly forces Dickinson State into their 3rd turnover. They are a pestering defense as Valley City State. Dahlberg in for Dickinson State, Hamilton in for Dickinson State, Valley City State. Eddie Oyet comes into the ball game for Valley City State. And Gatch also into the ball game for Valley City State. Also into the ball game, Hebron checks into the ball game. He has the basketball. They look around, they get it back out front quickly now to Hebron. Hebron to Gatch. Gatch drops it in the corner. Long arching three-pointer up and not good that time. Had a good look at it, did Hebron, but couldn't get it to go. Valley now 0 of 4 from beyond the arc, and they throw it away again. Hamilton just picked it up and threw it into the bleachers. Turnover number 4. 10-2, 15-16 remaining to play. And Valley City State again will set up offensively. NC State in, Schramm State in, but the newcomers Oyet, Hebron, and also into the ball game for Valley City State now quickly is Oshan. With the basketball, Schramm inside, little floating one-hander up and in and good. That time by Gatch as he gets 3. His first 2 points makes it a 10-4 lead for Dickinson State. Knox on the dribble, comes across the timeline, kicks it off to Evans. He'll fire from 3, and that's up. And Evans makes it a 13-4 lead for Dickinson State. So 13-4, Blue Hawks lead it. 14:40 remaining to play here in the first half. Schramm, free throw line, looks for a shot, can't get it. Gets that pass back off to Gatch. Gatch back out front. Here comes Schramm on the dribble drive, back to Gatch. Three-pointer looks good, and it is good. So Gatch off the bench has 5 quick points. Duop makes it a 13-7 lead again. Hamilton picks that dribble up, gets across the timeline to Evans. Evans back out to Hamilton, and Hamilton, Trayvon will slow the pace a bit off to Knox. Knox pulls the trigger from 3. That's up and short, and the rebound comes off to the Vikings. They clear it in a hurry. They kick it off down court to Oyet. Oyet to Schramm. Schramm throws it up for grabs, but tipped out of there by Knox, and the Vikings will get it back. Uchan into the ball game now. Ulana Uchan checks into the contest for Valley City State. So Uchan making his first appearance of the ball game. We'll have a timeout. Dickinson State wants to talk it over. They'll take a 30-second break. We'll join them on KDIX and KOVC. Dickinson State 14:05 left to go. First half. Blue Hawks 13, Valley City State 7. We're back in 30 seconds.
Hey folks, it's Rob Wilkinson at Dan Porter Motors, 58601, and we need inventory. Folks, your vehicles have never been worth more than they are right now. So if you've got an extra vehicle laying around or you want to trade one in, come on down and see us and let us show you what we can do. We've got a great selections of trucks, SUVs, and cars, and we still have some great units over on the new side. So come down here and see us at Dan Porter Motors, where we've got free car washes for life. Dan Porter Motors, 58601.
Back FC at Scott Gym, 14:05 remaining to play first quarter. Blue Hawks off in a hurry, got up 8-0, 13-4. Right now it's a 13-7 ball game. Dickinson State in the lead. NC will put it into play. He drops that pass back in the backcourt to Hebrink. Hebrink will bring it back out front. Quickly to Oyet. Oyet comes free throw line, nearly double-dribbled with it, but picks it up before he did. Oh, long three-pointer up and good. Way outside. Gatch, and Gatch off the bench has 8 points, and the lead is down to 3. So a nice shot by Gatch that time, and I mean he was way out there. Gatch averaging only 9 points a game, has 9 points in the ballgame, and there's Evans averaging 10 points a game, and he has 8, 16-10. Dickinson State has the three-pointer hit by Evans. Right side, again with the ball. Oyet drops it in the corner. Hebrink comes baseline, cut off, kicks it back out front. Again, another three-pointer put up. That one's going to be short. They say it was tipped. So the ball will go back to Valley City State. That shot put up that time by Gass from three-point range was well short, but about 15 on the shot clock. Now, if you had a monitor like they do in the NCAA Division I, Division II ranks, I think head coach Eric Selvick would have said, let's take a look at that one, but they don't, so they can't. Not quite sure it was touched, but the official said it was, so it was. Three-point shot up and good. Nice touch in the corner, speaking of touch that time, by Hebrink as he puts it up and in. Valley City State's third three-pointer, and we're even. 16-16, our first tie of the ball game. Tony Potts Woods on the drive, and he'll pick up the player control as he runs over the top of Entz, and that's turnover number 5, Dickinson State. So the ball put in by the Vikings with 12:55 remaining to play in the first half. 16-16 our score. Left-hand side on the dribble drive, floating up the little one-hander again and getting it to go is Gatch. Gatch now with 10 points in the ballgame. Valley City with their first lead, 18-16 on the CHI St. Alexius scoreboard. Potts Woods is free, kicks it off in the corner to Baker. Baker will get it back out front to Knox. Knox on the dribble drive, comes inside, no shot, goes back to Baker from 3 in the corner. Baker can't get the 3 to go. Rebound down and controlled by the Vikings. 12:25 left to go. Quickly down court. Uchan with it. Ency from the corner. That's an air ball from Ency. As he put it up, Valley City, a lot of three-pointers. Here comes Knox. Another three-pointer from him. That's not even close. And the rebound comes down, controlled by Valley City. Catch your breath. We'll go back the other way. Quickly with the ball. Gatch, who has been red hot. 4 of 5 from the floor off the bench. 10 points. Gets it back. Fires from 3. Can he get it to go? In and out. And in. Wow. Gatch is on fire. He now has 13 points. 21-16. Valley City State, after trailing by 9, 13-4. On a run, has that lead up to 5. Here comes Hamilton. Beautiful pass to Tinnon inside. Back to Knox, back to Potts Woods. He'll fire from 3. That's off the back iron, over the backboard, off the support. And Potts Woods misses the three-pointer, and the ball back to Valley City State. Into the ball game now for Valley City State. Hunter Sand will check in. So Sand into the ball game. Vikings going 10 deep. The Blue Hawks have gone 8, make it 9 deep. So both teams at this pace going into work a lot. Here's Gatch again. Turns down the shot, gets it to Hebrink. Hebrink thought about it. Goes back to Gatch. Now they go down low. Baseline. Get it back out front. Long three-pointer by Oyat is off the board. Misses everything, but comes right back in the paint. The shot is up and not good down low that time, but Uchan. And quickly down court comes Dickinson State. They get it off to Hamilton. Hamilton dribble drive to the basket. Puts it up off the glass and in. Tough shot by Trayvon Hamilton. His first shot makes it a 21-18 lead in favor of Valley City State with 10:50 remaining to go. Hebrink comes down court, gets a screen from Sand. Then is going to be picked up quickly by Latke. They drop it back to Sand in the corner, baseline. Inside wide open little touch shot. Up and not good. Sticks to the rim again. That shot missed by Gatch. May have been his easiest shot of the night and couldn't get it to go. And the ball will go back to Dickinson State. They have the arrow on the possession of the tie up on the call. 10:37 remaining to play. Dickinson State down by 3. They led 8-0 and 13-4. The Vikings have built their biggest lead at 5, 21-16, and thrown away by Latke. There's that pressure again. Valley City State impressive in that pressure. They just are relentless in it. They do a good job with it, forcing turnovers. With the basketball out front, Oyat kicks it right-hand side to Hunter Sand. Dribbles to the wing from the baseline. Gets it back out front. Long three-pointer up. Not good. Rebound off the floor. Oyat picks it up, puts it up, but I think, did he get grabbed? I think he did, as he turned to get the shot off on the floor. Yep, it will be on the floor, not on the shot. So the ball will go back to Valley City State. So Valley City State will get it back. Inbounds pass comes in. Sand with it in the corner. Helmlich puts up a 3. That's short. There's another offensive rebound by Oyat. He puts it up. Not good. Another offensive rebound. Count the basket. And that is good. by Uchan. So Valley City 4 shots at it, and the fourth one pays off for him as Sam couldn't get it to go. Earlier in the possession, they missed a couple of shots, and then Oyat just picked up the loose basketball, 23-18. Vikings matched their biggest lead of the first half with 9:58 remaining to play on the CHI St. Alexius South scoreboard. And at the line, shooting one shot, will be Uchan, and the free throw is up and not good. Then coming down with the rebound, Holland into the ball game. Josiah Holland, and then they throw it away again. Another turnover against that pressure. Hawks really having problems with that. Got a media timeout. 9:52 left to play. CHI St. Alexius South scoreboard. First half, Valley City State on the 5 points favored side. The Vikings 23, the Blue Hawks 18. We're back in 1 minute on KOBC, KDIX, and Consolidated TV Live.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing. To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Big Boy Toys.
The ball put into play by the Vikings. They kick in the corner. That's an NBA three-pointer put up that time by Ushan, way out there. I'm not quite sure they want him shooting from out there. And then Baker turns it over again as the pressure put on. Number 8 in the turnover department. Hawks got the rebound after the Ushan miss, but the ball back to Valley City State off Dickinson State's 8th turnover. Here comes the inbounds pass. They get it in quickly back into the ball game. Thompson down low. Ushan off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down. We've got a whistle and we've got a personal, and that will go against Josh Kelly as Holland came down with the loose basketball and then was grabbed, and the ball will go back to Dickinson State. Haven't had a lot of whistles. Very quickly paced first half. Valley City State, 2 team fouls. Dickinson State 3. Evans with the basketball. Gets it off to Latke. Latke got to get it across the timeline. In 10 seconds, he finally does. Off to Evans. Evans back to Latke. Latke will take a look around. He keeps the drill alive. Goes to Baker. Free throw line. They look inside. Now they get it back to Latke. Now we got a player control. That's going to go against Holland. He'll pick it up. Turnover number 9, Dickinson State. Just threw his body into the defender and knocked him to the floor. And when you're big like Josiah is, at about 6'10" out of Idaho, Rathdrum, Idaho, Spokane Community College, bodies will fly, and it did, and he got caught at it. Sometimes you get away with that. That time he didn't. Baker bats the ball loose, but can't come up with it. Now they got wide open down low, and the slam dunk is up and good by Thompson. That makes it a 20. Now what have we got? Let's see what we've got now. I think we got a technical. Yep, technical foul. A little taunting, I think, that time by Thompson. Not quite sure, but they'll shoot some free throws. He dunked it, and then, of course, I had Derek Selvig, the head coach of Dickinson State, in front of me. He's about 7'1" and pretty strong and pretty big, and I just couldn't see around him. I don't know what Thompson said, but the tee from Reed Floggen out of Bismarck, the NSAA official, came right away, so I'm thinking maybe it was the word. And Latke goes to the line, and this is the first of 2. Hawks will have possession of the basketball after the dunk. 25-18 now, Valley City by 7. And that one is in and out, so Latke to the line, misses both technical free throws. And the ball back to the Blue Hawks, and they'll put it into play from underneath their own basket, or underneath their defensive basket. Latke will get it in from Knox. He'll come away from the pressure, spins across the timeline, gets it off to Evans. Back out to Knox, and Knox right in his hands. You're a wide receiver. That's called drops. I mean, he was wide open by himself, top of the key, and just couldn't catch the ball. Turnover number 10 for Dickinson State. And Valley City gets the ball back. 8:45 remaining to play. They were down by 9, 13-4. They're now up by 7 at the 8:40 mark. So it's been a big turnaround in this ball game. Momentum always a big factor inside. Shot is up off the glass and in by Ushan. Tinnen just backed away, and now the lead is 9. So both teams have had a 9-point lead. Valley City 27-18 with 8.5 left to go. Hawks had a 9-point lead, 13-4 with 14.5 minutes to go. Valley City will set again in that man-to-man pressure. Lackey to Evans. Evans takes a look around, gets it back to Lackey, top of the key, thought about the three, thinks about it again, fires from the hip, that's not good, and the rebound going to come down. Both teams have taken a lot of three-pointers. Neither team, well, Dickinson State 4 of 9, that's not bad. Valley City has hit 4 of 13, that's not good. Inside, wide open, sneaking behind everybody was Addison on the backdoor play, and it's a 29-18 lead for Valley City. 7:45 remaining to play. Big time run here by the Vikings. Down court quickly, Evans. Tinnen inside, turns away from the basket. Gets it back to Lackey. Lackey with the basketball back out to Evans. Evans puts it on the floor. Drives against Sand, lays it up, not good. Baker with the rebound in the paint. Gets it back to Knox. He'll penetrate on the drive. Kicks it back out front to Lackey. From the hip from 3, Lackey gets it to go. Lackey with the three-pointer. His first basket of the night, 29-21. Addison on the dribble drive. The lefty fades from 3. That's up and good. So Addison hits the three-pointer. That makes it an 11-point lead. 32-21, Valley City State. The Vikings with 7 minutes left to go in the first half. And played well, and now the ball on the floor and turned over again by Evans. Turnover number 11, Dickinson State. Long three-pointer up. That one's not good, as that shot is missed by Gatch. One of the few he has missed from long range. They get it down court in the corner. Evans will hold on to it. Back to Lackey. Lackey will back it out. 6.5 left to go. Off to Knox. Knox on the dribble drive in the paint. Scoops it up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Will not. We've had only 3 free throw shots in this first half. Dickinson State will go there for the third and fourth time. Valley City has shot 1. The Hawks are 0 of 2. Valley City 0 of 1. And again, ready to go to work at the line will be Knox. Knox tonight in the ball game has not scored. He's had that all season long. Tough first half, and then has come out and played well in the second half. Knox averages nearly 14.5 points per ball game for the Blue Hawks. And I would say probably 11 or 12 of those 14.5 come in the second half, not the first half. And it's kind of that way again tonight. That's his first point of the ball game. And he misses the free throw. Rebound down into the hands of Schramm as he grabs it off the miss. Gets it quickly into the hands. Now quickly Kelly attacking. Gets it back to Addison. Back to Schramm. Schramm backed away free throw line. Puts it up from 17. They got him on the arm, did Tinnen. So 2 shots coming as Tinnen got Schramm on the arm on the shot attempt. And the ball will go back into the free throw area and at the line. Schramm, who is scoreless, will shoot 2. 32-22, they list the score as. Man, at 32, yep, that's right. Now it's 33-22 as that lead again goes back to 11 points for Valley City with 6:21 remaining to play. And one more coming for Schramm. He can give Valley City the biggest lead. He does. 34-22, a 12-point lead with 6:21 left to go. Alstom into the ball game for Dickinson State. Spins away from the pressure. Back to Lackey. Lackey across the timeline to Tinnen. Tinnen back to Alstom, and they'll reset the offense for Dickinson State. Lackey has it off to Knox. Knox, top of the key, thinks about 3, turns it down. Goes to Lackey. Lackey bounces it inside, wide open, laying it up and laying it in. Backdoor play of Alstom. Nicely done that time by Alstom, and a nice pass by Lackey. Wide open on the breakaway. The slam dunk, not good. And then we've got a whistle and a late whistle. See who that's going to go against. We're going to say Tinnen got him on the arm. And who will go to the line? I think it will be Gatch, but we'll wait and see. We got a full timeout coming for Dickinson State. 5:49 left to go, first half. Valley City State, the Vikings 34, Dickinson State 24 on the CHI St. Alexius South scoreboard. Back in 1 minute.
Digging it, the 811 game. Will you play by the rules? Choose your location. City Home. Choose your project. Fence. Let's get started. Sure you're ready? Continue. Hold on. There's a whole network of utilities starting just inches underground. Call before you dig, or it could be game over. Stay on top of your game. Call 811 or visit nd1call.com.
Finding the right mortgage company can be a little puzzling. At ENG Lending, we make it easy by finding the right program that fits perfectly. From VA loans for our veterans to first-time home buyers, refinancing and debt consolidation. Piece by piece, we pay close attention to every detail so that every piece of the puzzle falls right into place. ENG Lending. It all comes together.
Call 456-LOAN right now.
All right, back with you here again, 34-24, a lead for Valley City State. Just a couple of football notes. NDSU a 38-7 winner. Grand Valley, Iowa, the team that beat Dickinson State, knocked off the number 1 team, Lindsey Wilson, Kentucky, this afternoon, 34-28. Second year in a row, the team that has beaten Dickinson State in the first round of the playoffs is in the national championship game, and they'll play Morningside, Iowa, who defeated Northwest Iowa 28-19. Last year, Northwest Iowa knocked off the Blue Hawks in the first round and then advanced into the championship game before losing to Lindsey Wilson. Valley City couldn't get it into play, so we'll just keep it right here. It's just a short timeout, but so it'll be Morningside, Iowa, and Grandview, Iowa. The two teams from Iowa will travel, I think, I'm trying to remember where the championship game is. I want to say Alabama or North Carolina maybe, but they're only about a couple hundred miles apart from Des Moines to Sioux City, but they'll be traveling a long ways to play the championship game, Grandview, Iowa, and Morningside, Iowa, and NAIA football. And again, NDSU also advances with that 38-7 win over Southern Illinois today. Earlier today in girls Class B basketball, Trinity fell to Kenmare 42-28, I believe was the final in that one. Also today, as the Titans were up in Minot. Ball put into play by Valley City State. They lead it by 10, 34-24. With the ball, Addison, the point guard outside, throws it up for grabs. Ball loose. It'll be picked up by Kelly. He'll fire a three-pointer. That's not good. Olsen will come down with the rebound as Josh had a good look at it. Just couldn't get it to go. There's that little bit of half-court pressure to the Viking, from the Viking. On the drive, Dahlberg back to Lackey. In the corner, Knox from 3. Can't get it to go. Knox now 0 of 5 from the floor. 1 of 3 from the line. Just 1 point for the Hawks leading scorer. Beautiful move down the lane. What have we got though? Player control. Pushing off that time was Kelly as he got the arm out. Made a good move, but he got 3 with that little shove with the arm as he made the dribble to the basket. The call came immediately. Woods pops in. Knox checks out for Dickinson State. So Potts Woods will check back in for Dickinson State. Ashanti back into the contest. Still a 10-point ball game as we approach the 5-minute mark. Left to go in the first half. Potts Woods with it. Bounces it down low to Baker. Baseline. Baker, 1 dribble, picks it up. Now he's got some problems. He's going to need some help. Finally gets it back to Potts Woods. He fakes the 3. Drives down the lane to the basket. Throws up a prayer. Not good, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. He got helped out on that. That was not a good shot, by Potts Woods, but body came into him and picking it up the personal for Valley City State is Schramm. That'll be his second. So the Blue Hawks are just 1 of 4 at the free throw line in the ball game. Valley City State has hit 2 of 3 at the free throw line. And the Blue Hawks are 1 of 5 at the free throw line, and Potts Woods misses the free throw. Dickinson State, not a great free throw shooting team, just 59% on the year. Not very good. The second one by Potts Woods. I think that's what I shot when I played at Mott Lincoln High School in Mott, North Dakota, 58%. Ball controlled by Valley City State. Addison wide open from 15. Can't get it to go. Had a good look at it, but it wouldn't fall for Jalen. And the rebound down to Lackey. Beautiful pass to Baker, and he'll lay it up. Baker now with 10 points in the ball game for Dickinson State. He's their leading scorer, the freshman from Weeble, 34-27. Here comes NC, dribble drive to the basket. He'll put it up. That'll be a player control. NC, he got a bit out of control. Couldn't get it to go, so he'll pick it up. That'll be his first, Valley City's third turnover, compared to 11 for Dickinson State. And the ball will be put into play by Alstrom. He's got to get some help from somebody. Finally does from Latke. Now back to Alstrom. There's that pressure again by the Vikings. Very impressive pressure by Valley City State. They do a great job in that. That's just hard work, plain and simple, when you play like that and play the full length of the court with that press defensively. Potts Woods thinking three. Turns it down, kicks it back out. Tinnan on the dribble drive. He'll put it up. Will he get a block? Nope. Player control. Turnover number 12, Dickinson State. Tinnan just got out of control on the dribble. That'll be his third, so he'll check out of the ball game. So the ball will be put back into play by NC. He nearly threw it away, but it's going to be controlled quickly as Helbrink comes up with it. He'll control it now and bring it down court. Gets a little double team pressure, gets it back to NC. They go with the hand back to Oyet. Eddie will get it back out front with the basketball. Helbrink gets it off on the drive. Little 12-footer is up and not good, but I think it was on the drive that time. And Ushan with 4 points, 0 of 1 at the line, will be at the line. He'll shoot. Will be a bonus. Yep, it will be the 1-and-1. So the 1-and-1 coming for Ushan at the free throw line. Oshan, I should say, not Ushan. Oshan, excuse me. I wrote the lineups and I put a U. It's Oshan. There's the free throw. I apologize for that. He hits the free throw. And Oshan now with 5 points off the bench. Valley City's bench, very productive. Gatch has 13. Helbrink has 3. And now 5 for Oshan. And make it 6 as he hits both free throws. 36-27, 9-point lead for the Vikings. Inbounds pass, Latke. He's looking at pressure immediately. Gets it back off to Alstrom. Alstrom in the backcourt, looks for help, gets it across the timeline to Baker. Now back to Latke. Latke in the paint, throws it up, not good. Baker out of there with the rebound to Alstrom. He'll fire from 3, and that's good. Alstrom hits the 3-pointer. And Dickinson State back to within 6, 36-30 on the CHI St. Alexius Health scoreboard. Helbrink will bring it down court. Helbrink with the basketball between the legs, comes top of the key. Baker jumps out. So does Latke, so they get it back off to Oshan. Oshan back inside NC. NC through the paint, loses it, turns it over. Number 4 in the turnover department for Valley City State. Dickinson State will bring it across the timeline with 3 minutes left, down by 6, 36-30 here in the first half. It's Scott Jim on the CHI St. Alexius Health scoreboard. Latke backs away, nobody guards him, fires a 3, rattles halfway down and then pops out of there. And quickly down court with the basketball comes Valley City State. They get it off to Schramm. Schramm gets it back on the drive shot, blocked away that time. As Addison put it up, couldn't get it to go. Addison gets it back, puts it up, that goes in the corner for Addison, the 3-pointer. Addison now with 8, 38-30. Here comes Latke on the dribble drive across the timeline to Baker. He fakes the 3-pointer, drives inside, has a shot blocked away, gets it back to Alstrom, back to Latke. In the corner they go to Potts Woods. He'll fire on the wing from 3 and he'll get it. Potts Woods with the 3-pointer makes it 38-33. Valley City at the 2-minute mark left to go. Helbrink across the timeline. Latke right there with him. A lot of bumping and grinding between those two. I don't blame you. The 3-point shot is put up and short and the rebound down. As the shot put up by Helbrink, he's upset. He was getting banged pretty good by Latke and there was no whistle. And he took a shot and went to the floor and he looked at the ref and said, well, what do I got to do to get a foul? And kind of agree with him. I don't know. Now we've got enough. Now we've got another player control. That's going to go against Valley. Oh no, they say Dickinson State. I was going against Alstrom. Turnover number 13, Dickinson State. Ninth team followed for the Blue Hawks. 90 seconds remaining. Dickinson State down by 5. The Vikings on the track. Here comes Helbrink with the inbounds pass to NC. Now back to Oyet, who has checked back in. Eddie into the ball game. And he comes between the legs, comes around Knox, comes down the paint, gets cut off. Wisely kicks it back out front to Helbrich. He'll look to Ryan Montgomery for some directions. Gets it, goes behind the back. Now kicks it out way outside. NBA three-pointer put up and good by Oshan. I mean, he was way out behind the top of the key. Like I said, I don't think you want him shooting out there, but when you make it, I guess you want him shooting out there. That's like one of those calls. What are you do? Way to go. Way to make it. I'm going to take a look at Oshan here and see how many three-pointers. I think he's probably hit very many on the season. Let's take a look here. Got 2 of 6 coming into the ball game. Now with the ball, they get it off to Potts Woods. He'll fire from 3. That's not good. Baker will tip it around. It'll go out of bounds. He'll go back to Valley City State. Off the three-point miss by Potts Woods. 41-33, 8-point lead for the Vikings as we play here in the first half. 47 seconds remaining to play. Ency will put it into play. He'll get into Tate Helbrink. Back to Ency, and Ency picked up quickly by Dickinson State's Dahlberg. Back to Helbrink. He steps across the timeline. Gets that pass off quickly to Thompson on the drive. Nice move by Thompson, left wing to the basket with the left hand. That's the way you teach it. You got the lane, got the shot off the glass with the left hand, left side, and makes it a 10-point lead, 43-33. Potts Woods again alone from 3. Fires, not good. And the Blue Hawks three-point shooting, again, costing them just one shot on that possession, and not a real good one. Ball tipped away. That time, good hustle by the Blue Hawks defensively. Nearly coming up with it that time on the steal attempt for Dickinson State. Dahlberg, but couldn't quite hang on to it. Ball will be put into play. 10 seconds remaining. Valley City by 10, 43-33. Helbrink working. Comes right side, drives to the basket, is cut off. Throws up a prayer, it's not answered. And that will bring an end to the first half of play. A half that saw Dickinson State jump out to a 9-point lead. The Vikings come back, build up a 12-point lead. Hawks got it down to 5 in the latter portion of the first half. And the Vikings double it up at the buzzer to 10. So that is the differential at halftime on the CHI St. Alexius Health scoreboard. Valley City State, the Vikings 43. The Blue Hawks of Dickinson State 33 at halftime. We'll take a break on KOVC, Consolidated TV Live, and KDIX here at Scott Gym, and we'll come back with our halftime report for you, and we will do it here in, well, let's see, about 3 minutes. We'll be back in about 3 minutes on KDIX, KLVC, and Consolidated.
Farming and ranching are more than just jobs. It's your way of life, and financially, you want to work with somebody who understands your way of life. More ag, less aggravation. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety.
Efficiency.
Technology.
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
And the co-op
is me.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean-burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most with locations throughout southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company. Locally owned, locally strong. The products you need with the service you deserve.
If you're looking for a home loan or want to refinance your existing loan, the single smartest thing you can do is go to a credit union like Western Cooperative. We make it easy, you make it home. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
Welcome to the 2021-2022 school year at Dickinson State University. The DSU Heritage Foundation is excited to bring the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund to the DSU campus.
The Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund is comprised of your general and sport-specific giving, named scholarships, advertising, sponsorship of athletic programs, endowments, and program greatest needs support. Made possible by you, the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund and the DSU Heritage Foundation will award over $700,000 in athletic support for the 2021-2022 school year.
Donate to the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund today.
Visit us online at dsuheritagefoundation.org and help support Blue Hawk athletes in the classroom, in competition, and in our community.
Come soar with the Hawks.
Down. At Scott Gym, again, halftime score, Dickinson State University and Valley City State on the men's side of our NSAA doubleheader here on KDIX, KLVC, and Consolidated TV Live today here across western North Dakota. Valley City State men with the lead over Dickinson State by a score of 43-33. Blue Hawks broke out in a hurry, led 8-0, 13-4 at the 14:40 mark. The Vikings put again a good run together, paced by that pressure, and Dickinson State turnovers built the lead, the 34-22 at the 6:21 mark left to go. Their biggest lead, 12 points. Blue Hawks closed to 5 points with 2 minutes left to go, but the Vikings closed it out, doubling up that 5-point lead to 10 at halftime in the final 2 minutes, 43-33. Let's take a look at the individual numbers first of all in our halftime report. Valley City State in the first half in scoring, led by a guy that comes in. This guy had an amazing first half. Gatch with the Valley City State Vikings played only 10 minutes and had 16 points in those 10 minutes, 6 of 10 from the floor. He was 4 of 6 from beyond the arc in the ball game was Gatch in the contest for Valley City State. And as we said, Gatch averages about 9 points a game, and he had a total in the first half of 16. That's what you call production off your bench, and Gatch was the guy that did it with those 16 points in the first half. Olchan in the first half, also off the bench, had a total of 9 points in the ball game. Addison, their leading scorer on the season, had a total of 8 points. Kelly did not score. Schramm had 2 points. Thompson had 4. Ency had 2. Oyette did not score. Ebrecht had a total of 3 in the ball game. Sand did not score in the ball game for Valley City. So again, their bench, my math is right, 28 of their 43 points coming off the bench for Valley City State in the first half. For Dickinson State, they were led in the first half with Kobe Banger led the way with 10 points on 4 of 5 shooting from the floor. Alstrom off the bench, 2 of 2 from the floor. He had 5 points for Dickinson State. And Potts Woods had a total of 4 points in the first half. Hamilton had 2 in the first half. Holland did not score and Dahlberg did not score. Those were your reserves with the exception of Banger, who led Dickinson State with 10. Bryce Knox, the Hawks' leading scorer, was 0 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the line. He had 1. Evans had a total of 8. Tinnan did not score. Again, Latke did not score in the ball game for Dickinson State. And again, Holland and Dahlberg did not score for the Blue Hawks. So again, Baker with 10 and Evans with 8 leading Dickinson State. And again, 43-33 at halftime is your score. Valley City State in the lead again. Earlier today, a buzzer beater by Valley City with 7/10 of a second remaining underneath the basket on an inbounds play. Got it up, got it in, and defeated the Dickinson State women, denying them a shot at their first win of the season, and they won 76-74. But we're in the men's game, 43-33 at halftime, a 2.5-minute break again along the network, and then we'll be back with team numbers for you in 2.5.
With so many different internet speeds to choose from, picking the right speed can be vital to how many devices you have running at the same time. Now you can supercharge your internet with consolidated GNet technology and get the speeds you need up to 1 gig. Fast, reliable speeds you need to keep all your devices running like they should. Call 483-4000 and supercharge your internet and get the speed you need with Consolidated.
Today, we're going someplace new, a place where we all come together to forge a new path ahead, a path where we're with you every step of the way, even through unexpected twists and turns. Welcome to a new era of banking. American Bank Center is now Bravera Bank. Still proudly employee and director owned, we're building a future where we find new ground together. Bravera, forge your path.
The Mix 105.7 is your home for the best music, the best variety, including tunes from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today. Listen weekday mornings from 7 to 10 for the Mixed Up Morning Show with birthday and anniversary announcements, plus loads of local information. Go back in time Sunday mornings from 8 to noon and enjoy the music and the memories from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, including classic hits, classic rock, disco, and more during the Mix 105.7 Time Machine. The Mix 105.7 is locally owned, locally operated, and locally mixed.
Hey folks, it's Rob Wilkinson at Dan Porter Motors 58601, and we need inventory. Folks, your vehicles have never been worth more than they are right now. So if you've got an extra vehicle laying around or you want to trade one in, come on down and see us and let us show you what we can do. We've got a great selection of trucks, SUVs, and cars, and we still have some great units over on the new side. So come down here and see us at Dan Porter Motors, where we've got free car washes for life. Dan Porter Motors 58601.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing. To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
JD, as we come back at halftime, again, Valley City State 43 on the men's side, Dickinson State 33. The team numbers, Valley City State 16 of 44 from the floor, just 36%. 7 of 20, 35% from the floor. 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Tell you what, if you're Ryan Montgomery, you got to feel pretty darn good. Shooting 36% overall, 35% from the three-point line, and you're up by 10 points at halftime, 43-33. Again, the Vikings had a total in the ball game of 5 turnovers in the first half. Dickinson State only took 26 shots, but when you look at the turnover number, we'll tell you about that. You'll know why. They were 7 of 16, actually not that bad from three-point range. It seemed worse than that, but they were at 44%. That's pretty good, but only 2 of 6, 33% from the line. They have 13 turnovers. No, make it 14 turnovers in the first half of this ball game. Rebounding edge, a slight edge to Dickinson, 24-21. They were led by Baker, Colby Baker, with a total of 10 points and 5 rebounds, led the way for Dickinson State. Valley City State was led by Eddie Oyett. Oyett came up with 4 rebounds for Valley City. But again, the Vikings lead it at halftime over Dickinson State, 43-33. Let's send it back to the studios. Again, that final in the women's game, Valley City on a buzzer beater, 76-74 over Dickinson State. Trinity earlier today fell in Minot to Kenmare, 42-24. We're going to send it back to our respective studios at KDIX and KOVC and Consolidated Live TV. We'll take a 3-minute break, and then be back with second half action.
Big Boy Toys.
Farming and ranching are more than just jobs. It's your way of life. And financially, you want to work with somebody who understands your way of life. More ag, less aggravation. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
Digging it. The 811 game. Will you play by the rules? Choose your location. City home. Choose your project. Fence. Let's get started. Sure you're ready? Continue. Hold on. There's a whole network of utilities starting just inches underground. Call before you dig, or it could be game over. Stay on top of your game. Call 811 or visit nd1call.com.
Finding the right mortgage company can be a little puzzling. At ENG Lending, we make it easy by finding the right program that fits perfectly. From VA loans for our veterans to first-time home buyers, refinancing and debt consolidation. Piece by piece, we pay close attention to every detail so that every piece of the puzzle falls right into place. ENG Lending. It all comes together.
Call 456-LOAN right now.
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety,
Efficiency. Technology.
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
and the co-op
Is me.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
If you're looking for a home loan or want to refinance your existing loan, the single smartest thing you can do is go to a credit union like Western Cooperative. We make it easy, you make it home. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
Careful on the way home.
It's the same starters.
Both teams? Okay, thank you. Well, we're ready to go to work. Second half just about underway. Valley City will have possession. No changes for Valley. Addison, Kelly, Schramm, Thompson, NC, Dickinson State likewise. Knox, Latke, Evans, Kinnan, Baker. So both teams going the same way. Now alley-oop it on the play, and they alley-oop it off the backboard trying to get it that time to Kevin Schramm. So that'll go as a turnover, number 6 in the turnover department against Valley City State. The Blue Hawks have a total of 14 turnovers. It's really the difference in this ball game. Valley City's pressure has really bothered Dickinson State. Out front with it, Evans, free throw line, stops, no shot, goes to Latke, no shot. Back to Evans, he has a three-point shot, puts it up, that is way short. And the rebound's going to be taken down and controlled by Valley City. Quickly down court, they'll get it off to Schramm. Schramm, top the key to Kelly. Kelly has it poked away and he's going to be grabbed. Latke trying to get the ball. Got the arm first, then got the ball. Got caught at it, so that will be Latke's first, Dickinson State's first. We said a really quick first half. Neither team got a whole lot of free throws. Valley City 5, Dickinson State 6. Well officiated, well played first half. Nice move that time to the basket. Cut off as Thompson. Gets it to NC. He's in the paint, has it batted loose and stolen away. Turnover number 7. And the ball will go back to Knox, to Tinnan. Tinnan gets it in the corner to Baker. All alone from 3. Off the iron, not good. Evans comes out of there with it, kicks it to Knox. He'll fire from 3, and that is good. Knox with the three-pointer. Makes it a 43-36 lead for Valley City State. And down court comes Kelly. Kelly on the dribble, looks low, nothing there, kicks it in the corner. Gets it off to Thompson. He makes a nice move underneath the basket. Beautiful pass. Ball tipped away, and they're going to say got him on the arm on the shot attempt. Not quite sure if that was Tinnan. It is. That's Tinnan's 4th personal. A tough night for Jalen. There'll be 2 shots coming, so Holland will check in, but he'll have to wait. The free throw attempt, the first one by Schramm, goes up. Schramm 2 points in the ball game, 2 of 2 at the line, and he'll shoot 2. Free throw is up and good. Makes it an 8-point lead for Valley City State, 44-36. One more shot coming. Shot is on the way, and it's good. So Schramm gets both free throws. Makes it 9-point lead again, 45-36. Ball controlled by Evans. Evans will step it across the timeline through the double team. Nearly had his pocket picked, but picked up by Knox. Knox on the dribble drive. He'll be grabbed, so the basket won't count. It was on the drive, not on the shot. And the ball back to Dickinson State, they'll put it into play underneath their own basket. Putting it into play will be Lackey. 45-36, Valley with the lead. Holland, the big guy out of Spokane Community College in Idaho, gets the pass off, comes inside, works his way down low, spins, hooks it up, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. He'd make a great offensive tackle. I mean, he's a big, strong young man. About 6'10", and I'm not very good at guessing weight, but I want to say he probably settles in around that 260, maybe 265, maybe even 255, somewhere in there. He's just a big young man, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. He'll probably tell me he weighs 220 pounds, but he weighs a little bit more than that. Free throw up and good. Knox really struggled at the line in the first half. Valley City State has not struggled. They're 6 of 7. Dickinson State is 3 of 7. 45-37. Turnovers, missed free throws. Valley City's taken advantage of those situations and leads it now by 7 as Holland hits both free throws. 45-38, 18 minutes remaining to play. Vikings look at some full court pressure. They handle it easy. Here comes Kelly. Oh, beautiful pass, and not hanging on to it that time. As Oshan, as it went right through his hands. He would have had an easy layup, but I don't know if he wasn't ready or wasn't expecting it. It was right at the low block, right side to the east end here, basket at Scott Jim, and it just went through the hands and out of bounds. Knox with the basketball, bounces it across the timeline to Evans, kicks it out to Lackey. Back to Knox, they leave him alone. He'll fire from 3 again. That's up and good again. There's Bryce Knox, we talked about it. Second half, and he's come out and hit 2 3-pointers after just 1 point in the first half. Ency to the basket, puts it up too strong, but he'll go to the line. And Connor will shoot 2. So Connor will be at the line, shooting 2.
Go!
Personal will go against Dickinson State. Josiah picks it up. 45-41, the Blue Hawks close to within 4 points. Free throw not good by Ency. He'll get another. 17-38 remaining to play on the CHI St. Alexius Health scoreboard. Ency ready again. This one looks better and hits the lip of the rim, the backboard, and drops in. So Connor Ency now with 3 points in the ball game. 46-41, Valley by 5. Lackey on the dribble against Kelly. Will back it out now near the timeline. Dickinson State moving to the west end here. Weenberg and Holland, if you're familiar with Scott Jim. They go inside to Holland. He'll hook it up off the glass and in. Nicely done by the big guy inside at 6'10". At the left hand, he now has 4 points in the ball game. Again, 46-43. The Blue Hawks to within 3 at the 17-minute mark remaining to play here in the contest. Addison with it, gets some pressure, comes around it, loses it, gets it back. Now tries to penetrate against Knox, bounces it off, and again off the fingertips that time. Oshan again. Again, it was a pretty good pass, but Oshan just did not hang on to it, and I think Oyet is going to check in, and he's going to check in for the guy that made the pass, Addison. I didn't think it was that poor of a pass. I thought Oshan should have maybe had it, but they're going to give Addison a breather. Knox will get it in to Lackey. He'll work against Kelly in that pressure again. Straight up, Valley City puts it on, man-to-man this time. Knox has it back. Knox, top of the key, sets from 3. Got it again. I don't know what Bryce Knox does at halftime, but whenever he does, it works. Every game this year, he's had a tough first half, and we're even. 46-46 on the CHI St. Alexius Health scoreboard. Valley City State, Dickinson State, 16.5 left to go. We'll come back on the CHI St. Alexius Health scoreboard in 30 seconds with an even ball game.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most, with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company. Locally owned, locally strong. The products you need with the service you deserve.
Thank you much as we come back to Scott Jim. Blue Hawks, a nice little run to begin the second half, similar to how they began the ball game when they jumped out to an 8-0 lead, 13-4 lead, and then Valley came back and built it up to 12. Settled in for a 10-point lead at halftime, but the Hawks have outscored Valley City State 13-3 to begin the second half and have tied it up at 46-46. And Ryan Montgomery had saw enough. He took a timeout, and the Vikings will put it into play. Kelly has it out front. Kelly will get the pass off to Oyet. Now they bring it back out front to Gatch. He'll float up a one-hander. That guy has been unbelievable. 9 points a game. He has 18 on the night, does Gatch. He has hit on 6, make it 7 of 9 from the floor. That's Gatch tonight. 48-46. Here comes Knox on the drive. Hooks it up off the glass. In and out. Not good. And the rebound pounded down off the board by the Vikings. They kick it down court. Quickly get it out. Three-pointers put up. And that's Gatch again. Nope. That's Oshan, excuse me. He has a dozen. Those two guys off the bench with 30 points tonight in the ballgame. Back to a 5-point lead for Valley City State. Knox wants to reset the offense. So the Vikings respond again, much like they did in the first half when the Hawks got the lead. Here they battle back. Ball loose on the floor. Turned over for the 15th time by Dickinson State. Oyet on the drive. He'll be followed by Knox, and he'll go to the free throw line. Eddie Oyet will go to the line, and he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Eddie tonight has not scored, but he'll be at the line for the first time. Dickinson State wants a timeout now. 30-second timeout. We're back in a half minute. CHI send the legislative South scoreboard. Vikings on a 5-0 run. Lead at 51-46. Back in 30.
With so many different internet speeds to choose from, picking the right speed can be vital to how many devices you have running at the same time. Now you can supercharge your internet with consolidated GNet technology and get the speeds you need up to 1 gig. Fast, reliable speeds you need to keep all your devices running like they should. Call 483-4000 and supercharge your internet and get the speed you need with Consolidated.
Well, back with you. Oyet misses the first free throw. He'll get another. Valley on a 5-0 run after the Hawks had rallied to tie it at 46-46. Oyet's second free throw, good. So it's a 6-0 run, and they build that lead now. Back to 52-46 with 15 and a half left to play. Hawks have the ball. Evans with it. He'll get it back out to Knox. Knox comes right side to Hamilton. Trayvon gets it back out to Evans. Evans down low to Holland. Holland kicks it back out. Three-pointer by Baker is up and good. Kobe Baker with 13 in the ball game. Hits the three-pointer. 52-49. Oyet. Eddie leaves the pass off now. Gets it in the hand of Gatch. Gatch nearly threw it away. Now gets it back, and now we've got a whistle. That'll go against Holland as he'll pick it up. Eddie Oyet on the drive. Dahlberg will check in. That's number 4, so both of Dickinson State's big guys, Holland and Tinnen, have 4 personals apiece. Inbounds pass comes out wide open. Gatch puts it up. Hey, he's human. He missed one, and then Entz pushing off, trying to get the rebound. And he was grabbed that time by Dickinson State. Evans saying he grabbed me first, and the referee said, no, you grabbed him first. But the shot again was missed by Gatch, and in the ensuing battle for the rebound, Dickinson State picks up the personal. That will be their 16th personal of the second half. So Valley City in the bonus in the final 15 minutes of this one. 1-1 till the 10th team foul. Gatch to the baseline, kicks it back out front now. They kick across court. Oyet fades away, baseline from 3 and got it. Tough shot by Oyet, and he got it to go. His first field goal of the night. 55-49, back to a 6-point lead. Hamilton across the timeline. Here comes Evans with the basketball. Down court, back to Hamilton. Hamilton on the dribble drive, puts it up, not good, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Trayvon with 2 points in the ball game will be at the line for the first time tonight. 55-49.
Shooting at the ball for the Bulldogs, number 2,
Trayvon Hamilton, averaging about 4 points a game for Dickinson State, the super senior. 6 super seniors on this ball club for Dickinson State. Hamilton hits the free throw. He has 3 now. 55-50, Valley City State by 5. Hamilton will get one more. This one is up and good again for Hamilton. So the Hawks 2 of 6 in the first half, 4 of 4 in the second half at the line. Into the ball game now, Hellbrink checks in and he'll get it off to Oyet. Oyet has the ball poked away, right back to Hellbrink. Hellbrink across the timeline. The alley-oop it underneath and the slam dunk. Not good, but Oyet will chase it down. He'll put up the shot off the glass and in. Tough shot by Eddie, but nobody went to the boards for Dickinson State. And Oyet just picked it up and said, thank you very much, off the missed dunk by Gatz that time. And the rebound to Dickinson State, now thrown away. Stand with the steal, Stand on the drive. His shot is blocked away by Evans. Alstrom will check into the ball game. 57-51, Hamilton will check out. And the ball back to Valley City State, up by 6 at the 13:49 mark, left to go in the ball game. Way out front, Hellbrink brings it off to Gatz. Gatz comes in the corner, long three-pointer. Hellbrink looks good, it is good. Nobody got out on Hellbrink, and he hits the free throw, or hits the three-pointer on the baseline, makes it a 60-51 lead. That lead back to 9. Here comes Evans down court, in the corner. Goes to Dahlstrom, now back out to get it to Evans, and Evans will just hold it for a moment. Dahlberg gets it back to Knox. Knox on the dribble drive, inside, lays it up and in. Knox now with a dozen, 11 here in the second half. 60-53, some pressure again. Sand will take a look at it on the dribble. He'll get away from Dahlberg, and then they'll get it across the timeline. As Hebrink will bring it down court. Hebrink across the timeline. Tate between the legs dribble. Alstrom will steal it away. Turnover 10 Valley City. Here comes Alstrom on the drive. Missed the wide open layup. Knox will pick it up. He'll go to the floor. He'll get the timeout. Timeout Dickinson State. Alstrom couldn't get the shot to go. Good hustle that time by Knox to pick it off the floor. 12:54 left to go. Full timeout for the Blue Hawks. They trail the Vikings on the CHI St. Alexius South scoreboard. Here at Scott Gym, Valley City State 60, Dickinson State 53. Back on KOBC, KPIX and Consolidated Live TV. We'll be back in a minute.
Welcome to the 2021-2022 school year at Dickinson State University. The DSU Heritage Foundation is excited to bring the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund to the DSU campus.
The Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund is comprised of your general and sport-specific giving, named scholarships, advertising, sponsorship of athletic programs, endowments, and program greatest needs support. Made possible by you, the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund and the DSU Heritage Foundation will award over $700,000 in athletic support for the 2021-2022 school year.
Donate to the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund today.
Visit us online at dsuheritagefoundation.org and help support Blue Hawk athletes in the classroom, in competition, and in our community.
Come soar with the Hawks.
Thank you much as we come back again. Valley City State by 7, 60-53 with 12:54 left to go in this ball game. Vikings led by 10 at halftime. Hawks tied it at 46-46. Vikings have built it back up to 9. It's now at 7. Possession Blue Hawks with the basketball. Dahlberg gets it back to Knox. Knox sets, fires from 3. That's off the lip of the rim. Not good. And the rebound down. Oyet with the basketball. Oyet across the timeline to Hebrink. Inside. They get the pass down low. Jump ball situation. Dickinson State has the arrow. Got it down low to Osan that time. He got tied up. Turnover 11. 6 turnovers in the second half for the Vikings. Hawks had a bundle of them early. And have settled down a bit against this pressure ball kicked out of there. Getting the foot on it that time was Gatz. He pokes it away. Cash out of the North Dakota School of Science, out of the state of Minnesota, Aspen, Minnesota. a native. He has played very well today. Outstanding effort from him. Dahlberg to Potts Woods. He'll back it up. Think about the three. Drives in the paint, and he loses it. He's going to be grabbed. I think his shoulder popped out of there. He looks to be in pain. He got the dribble and then brought the dribble around and got grabbed. I'm not quite sure they say grabbed him. They're going to say Sand did. So Evans will check back in. Jim Wright, the trainer's going to come out, take a look at it. It won't be a shooting situation. I could just have a reset of the shot clock and possession of the basketball. Just grabbing that shoulder. Now they put the shot clock to 20. There we go. So John Evans checks back in for Dickinson State, the super freshman who's playing his second freshman here. Dickinson State. He had a great year last year and has had a nice night tonight with 8 points. They get it to Knox. Knox baseline. Inside, Baker can't hang on to it. Turnover number 16, Dickinson State. Unforced error there. Long three-pointer by Gatch. That one's not good. Dahlberg will come down with the rebound. Gatch hasn't missed many. Almost assumed they're going to go in. The way he's shooting tonight, as you said, averages about 9, but has 18 points tonight in this ball game. Left-hand side, Alstrom with it for the Blue Hawks. Inside, he throws it away. Turnover number 17, Dickinson State. He breaks from 3. That looks good, but rims out of there, not good. And Alstrom will come out of there with the rebound. So Alstrom pushes it down court. Baker, well, let's start shooting three-pointers. Baker throws at the 3 that goes down. Baker with 16 in the ball game. And Valley City State throws it away. He breaks that time, just got it too far up and too far over the head of Eddie Oyett. Turnover number 12, Valley City State. And the Blue Hawks down by 4 again, 60-56. Trey Latke will check back in for Alstrom. Latke will get the basketball back, and he'll work his way down across the timeline. Looking for Evans, can't get it to him. Now looking for any kind of help. He's going to have to hurry. Finally got it off to Knox, nearly a 5-second count. Good pressure by Valley City State. Here comes Knox, kicks the pass off to Evans from the wing. 3-point shot is up, not good. And the rebound tipped back out to Dickinson State. Latke will get the tip, and they'll reset the offense and get it in the hands of Knox. Knox between the leg dribble, pulls up from beyond the arc. That shot way off the mark. Ball controlled by Dickinson State. They'll get it to Latke. He'll try another 3. That's off the mark, but it comes back again to Dickinson State, so they'll do it all over again. Knox has it out front. The Blue Hawks will reset down by 4. 60-56, 10.5 minutes remaining in the contest. Valley City led by 10 at halftime. Their biggest lead has been 12. Dahlberg on the dribble drive inside. Puts the shot up. That one won't go down. Rebound battled for. Baker will come out of there with it. He'll get it back to Evans, and Evans on the dribble drive comes around some pressure, goes inside, turns, fades away from 12, puts it up and in. Tough shot by Evans. He's got 10. And it's a 60-58 lead for Valley City over Dickinson State with 10 minutes remaining to play. And now Valley City State wants a timeout. 9:56 left to go. CHI St. Alexis South scoreboard. Valley City State 60, Dickinson State 58. Will return to Scott Gym in 1 minute.
Today, we're going someplace new. A place where we all come together to forge a new path ahead. A path where we're with you every step of the way, even through unexpected twists and turns. Welcome to a new era of banking. American Bank Center is now Bravera Bank. Still proudly employee and director owned, we're building a future where we find new ground together. Bravera. Forge your path.
The Mix 105.7 is your home for the best music, the best variety, including tunes from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today. Listen weekday mornings from 7 to 10 for the Mixed Up Morning Show with birthday and anniversary announcements, plus loads of local information. Go back in time Sunday mornings from 8 to noon and enjoy the music and the memories from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, including classic hits, classic rock, disco, and more during the Mix 105.7 Time Machine. The Mix 105.7 is locally owned, locally operated, and locally mixed.
Well, welcome back again to Scott Gymnasium. We've had a good one tonight, both the men's and women's games tonight. The women, of course, a thrilling win for Valley City, a heartbreaker for Dickinson State, a buzzer beater. The 7/10 of a second left. Valley City underneath their own basket, put the pass in, got the shot up and in, and won it 76-74 here. Valley City's led by as many as 12. Again, the lead has been tied once in the second half at 46. Back down to 2. Little move by Gatch in the paint, and he's got 2 more. Wow, U.S. Gatch tonight, unbelievable. 9 points a game. He has scored 20 points tonight in the contest, 62-58. Latke across the timeline, the right side. Gets the pass off quickly to Dahlberg. Now they leave it back in the hands of Latke. Latke to Knox. Knox backs it out, top of the key. Looks off, gets it to Dahlberg. Now baseline, Evans. Evans sets. Evans drives. Evans has the ball poked away and stolen. Turnover number 18, Dickinson State. Hebrink will bring it down court. Hebrink, the senior guard, across the timeline. Out of Riverdale Community College. He's out of Aspen, Minnesota also. Oyet with it out front. Gatch has it again. Gatch comes free throw line. Gatch backs in. No shot. Gets it to Oyet. His three-pointer is up and not good. Rebound to go out of bounds. It'll go back to Dickinson State. So the Blue Hawks will get it back. Trailing by 4 with 8:50 left to go on the CHI St. Alexius South scoreboard in this basketball game. Hawks need some help. They get it into Latke. Latke looking for some help. Comes around the pressure. Gets it off to Knox. Knox quickly down court to Dahlberg. Dahlberg cross courts it to Evans. In the corner, Baker, baseline three-pointer, up and good again. Kobe Baker with his 5th three-pointer of the night. He has 19 points in this basketball game. Baker having a career high here tonight at Scott Gym. 62-61. 8.5 left to play. Beautiful move in the paint, but banging it up off the glass. That time was Oshan. Couldn't get it to go, and the Hawks with a chance to take their first lead since the first, about 5 minutes of this ball game. 6 minutes of this ball game. They look out front, nothing there. Latke gets the top of the key, fires a three. He can't get it to go. Rebound down and controlled by the Vikings, who hold that 62-61 lead with 7:50 left to play in the contest. Hebrink gets it off. Here comes Gatch, floats up the one-hander in the paint, and he's got 2 more. Gatch now with 22 points off the bench, a 9-point per game scorer. And now we got a whistle. Sand trying for the steal. Will pick it up, 15 personal against Valley, so no free throws. Into the ball game, Tram. Into the ball game, Kelly. For Valley City State, Potts Woods will check in. Knox will get a breather for Dickinson State. Knox will put it into play. Latke comes out. Now we got a kicking the ball violation against Valley City State. 7:38 remaining. Valley City State by 3. 64-61. Latke for the Blue Hawks, top of the key. Kelly will guard him. They go to Potts Woods. He's capable from outside. Thought about it, turned it down. Latke baseline, three-pointer. Ray Latke puts it home. And Latke with the three-pointer now on the night with 6 points. And we're tied 64-64, 7:10 remaining to play in this basketball game. Nice drive inside, count the basket, and to the free throw line will go Oyet. He got that little seam on the baseline, took it, drew the personal, got the shot off, and buried it. Nice move by Eddie down low to put Valley City State back out in front, 66-64. Oyet tonight, all in the second half. He scoreless in the first half. He has scored 8 points coming in the second half. Was scoreless in the first half, trying to stretch that lead back to 3, and he does. Valley City now 5 of 7 in the second half, 9 of 12 in the ball game. The Blue Hawks have shot 10 and hit 6 of 10. Latke with the basketball, 67-64. Potts Woods on the dribble, free throw line. They don't guard him. He'll fire. That shot is up and not good. And the rebound comes down and is controlled by Valley City State. Again underneath, Oyet puts it up off the glass, not good. Rebound loose on the floor. Dahlberg will pick it up. So Dahlberg will pick it up after the Oyet miss, and here comes Dickinson State. Latke steps back underneath, wide open. Baker, that's got to be goaltending, count the basket. So Baker will get the basket on the goaltending call. And again, it's a 1-point ball game. Valley City State 67. Dickinson State 66, 6.5 remaining to play. in the contest. Schramm will put the ball into play, gets it to Kelly. Kelly back to Schramm. Baker comes up and Schramm comes right around him on the dribble. They get it now quickly back on the wing to Schramm. Schramm to Kelly. Kelly backs it back out. Oshan will set up low with Schramm, and now he pops out free throw line. They're looking for that screen. Good cover up by Knox, and they kick it back off to Gatch. Gatch with the basketball. Gatch will go in the corner. The big guy Schramm from three. That's way short. Just kicked the rim. And Dickinson State throws it away. Turnover number 19 as they break down court. Had a chance to take the lead, but turn it over. And the ball back to Schramm. He'll get it back off to Gatch. And Gatch will settle back out front to Eddie Oyett. Now back to Kelly. And Josh Kelly just hangs on to it with 5:45 left to go. Comes around the screen, runs into a couple of Blue Hawks. Nearly walked with it, but no whistle. There's Gatch again, throws up a three. In and out and back in again. I don't know where Gatch has got it from, but I think he wants to play in Scott Gym. As we said, a 9-point per game average for Gatch on the season. Gatch tonight now with 25 points in the ball game, back to a 70-66 lead for Valley City with 5.5 left to play. Dahlberg gets grabbed, team foul number 6. Kelly will pick up, I believe. It might be his first. Nope, his second. Nope, his third, they say. Okay. Latke will check out. Hamilton and Tinnen in. Dahlberg and Latke and Evans will check out. Let's see who else came back in for Dickinson State. Evans will put it into play. 5:20 left to go. Vikings back up by 4. Hamilton with it, right side to Knox. Knox takes a look around. Gets it back to Hamilton. Hamilton off to Baker. Baker fires from 3. That one not good. Rebound down to Valley City State. Going to be controlled by Eddie Oyett as Baker missed the three-pointer. They get it back down, and now they'll set it up with 5 minutes left to go. Being patient, here comes Kelly to the free throw line, bounces it underneath. Shot is up and not good that time, but going to the line. Oshan will go to the line to shoot 2. He has 2 of 3 at the line. Off the bench, he has 12 tonight in the ballgame. Valley City's bench has just been outstanding tonight. Let's take a look at them. They are deep. I mean, tonight Oyett has a total in the ballgame of 9. Hebrank has 6. Gatch has 25. And 12 points in the ballgame for Oshan. Make it 13 as he hits the free throw. So Oshan now 3 of 4 at the line. That's about 75% of your points coming from the bench tonight for Valley City. That free throw up and good again, so the lead again goes back to 72-66 with 4:50 left to go. It was down to 67-66 at the 6.5 minute mark, and we've gone just about 2 minutes, and the Vikings have built it back up to a half dozen. Evans with the basketball. Evans gets the pass off. Gets it to Knox. Back to Evans for the Blue Hawks. On the wing. Back to Hamilton. Top of the key. Hamilton on the dribble. Trying to penetrate. Cannot. Goes to Evans in the corner. To the wing. To the basket. 12-footer up. Not good. Evans had a great look. Couldn't finish it off. Vikings clear it off. Here comes Kelly on the fly around Knox. To the basket. Puts it up and in. Great move by Kelly. His first basket of the night. Only a second shot. That makes it 74-66. Valley City with 4 minutes left to go. So they have gone on a run of 7-0. The Hawks had cut it to 1, and now it's back down. Inside, shot is up, not good, but Evans will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. Evans tonight, 10 points in the ball game, and he'll be at the line to shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first.
So Evans will be at the line shooting 2.
Shooting for the Blue Hawks.
Evans readies himself. Free throw is up. Evans not good. So the Blue Hawks have just has been, and the season we said it's been a struggle for Dickinson State at the line. Not a great free throw shooting team on the season. We said about 58%, and tonight have not shot the free throws real well, but Evans will get 1 more at the line. That one is good, so he gets 1 of 2. 5 of 6 in the second half for Dickinson State, which isn't bad. That's pretty darn good, but again, just 7 of 13 in the ballgame. Schramm quickly down court, 7-point lead for the Vikings now. They'll work these possessions a little bit off the shot clock, run a bit of time off. They've got a 3-possession lead with 3:45 left to go, and they are in no hurry. They nearly get it right side. Schramm on the dribble drive against Evans, and he'll pick up the player control. Lowered that shoulder, and you just can't do that. I mean, it wasn't a major bump, but he put the shoulder down into the defender. A good job of acting, too, by Evans to get the call, too. But anytime you lower that shoulder and initiate the contact, if you're an offensive player, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the call against you. That's what happened to Schramm. Not quite sure it should have been, but it was, and it's a 74-67 lead for Valley City State with 3.5 left to play, but Hawks off that play, get the ball back. Baker has it, hands it back to Knox. He steps back from 2-point range, nope, 3-point range, and rattles it home. So Knox hits the three-pointer. Second half, Knox now with 13, 14 in the ball game, 74-70. Across the timeline, Gass. Baker will reach in and pick up the personal. 3:07 left to go, and 1-1 coming for the Gatch at the line. So this young man has simply been amazing tonight for Valley City State. So Gatch will go to line, averages 9.5 points, has 25 points tonight. 15 above his average, make it 16 as he hits the free throw. Bench of the year right here, I think we're seeing tonight. No matter who Dickinson State plays. Second free throw good. 27 points for Gatch tonight in the ball game. 76-70, again that lead goes back to 6 points for Valley City State with 3 minutes left to play in the contest. Hawks have it, Latke, top of the key, looks inside, can't go, goes to Knox. Knox sets on the dribble. He'll pull the trigger from 3. That's good. Knox. 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in the second half. 18 points for him tonight. 17 in the second half. Now what have we got? Timeout, Valley City State. 76-73. 2:33 left to play. CHI St. Alexis South scoreboard. Full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hey folks, it's Rob Wilkinson at Dan Porter Motors, 58601, and we need inventory. Folks, your vehicles have never been worth more than they are right now. So if you've got an extra vehicle laying around or you want to trade one in, come on down and see us and let us show you what we can do. We've got a great selections of trucks, SUVs, and cars, and we still have some great units over on the new side. So come down here and see us at Dan Porter Motors, where we've got free car washes for life. Dan Porter Motors, 58601.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, we're leaders in the egg industry. Our egg lenders grew up farming and ranching, and they understand egg operations.
With our agribusiness lending experience, we can help you with your financing.
We specialize in egg real estate, operating lines of credit, and cattle and machinery financing. To serve you, we need to hear you.
So stop by your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Valley City State up by 3, 2:33, puts the ball into play. Kelly has it out front. Drops it off to Oyett. Oyett back out front now to Gatch. Gatch looks at some pressure, gets it back to Kelly. Kelly tries to penetrate, falls back, steps up, and puts it up off iron. Not good. We got it over the back against Valley City State. Kelly had a good look at that shot, just couldn't get it to drop. And we'll go to the other end and shoot the 1-and-1. That will go against Olshan. That will be his third. Both teams now with 9 team fouls, so anything from here on out will be 2 shots, but this one will be 1-and-1 for Baker. Baker, the freshman from Weevil, Montana, via Bismarck State College. Well, he has a total tonight of 11 points in the second half, 21, his career high as a Blue Hawk. He averages about 9-10 points a game, so he's had a good night tonight. Free throw up, and those free throws just hot in the Blue Hawks tonight. If you don't make them, it's tough to win. That could have put him with this one if he hits both. Now Valley City has the possession and the basketball. They get it out front to Olshot. Now off quickly. Beautiful bounce pass inside. Shot put up and not good. We got a block, and that's going to go against Tinnen. So Tinnen will pick up his 5th. And Oshan will go to the free throw line. Oshan tonight off the bench. He has a total of 14 points. Olshan again, ready to shoot the free throws. Tinnan will have to leave. Olshan readies himself. Substitute Holland with those 4 personals will check back in. Olshan will go to the free throw line. Olshan is 66% free throw shooter. Averages 7 points a game. Free throw is up and good. Now, Valley City, again, as he said, that's really been the difference. Turnovers have kind of evened out for both teams. But free throw shooting, Valley City now by 4 with 2 minutes left, by 5. They've hit the free throws. The Hawks have not. And it's a 78-73 lead as we hit the 2-minute mark remaining to play in this basketball game. Hawks will bring it down court. Out front with the basketball. They get it to Baker, free throw line. Wide open inside. Evans puts it up, not good. And there'll be a 2-shot situation coming for John Evans as he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Evans will be at the line shooting 2. Hebrink getting ready to check back in for Valley City State. Tate waits till Evans. It's a 2-shot situation now for Evans. Evans at the line tonight, 1 of 2. 11 points in the ball game. First one is up and good. 78. 74 now. Valley City by 4. Possession again belonging to Dickinson State at the free throw line. Evans tries to get it back to within 3, and he does as he hits both free throws. Here come the Blue Hawks defensively, setting up man-to-man pressure, but NC gets it across the timeline. 78-75. Minute 45 left to go. Valley City again patiently on the dribble. Now we got Baker on the reach-in against Kelly, and Kelly will go to the free throw line. Kelly just 2 points tonight in the contest. As we said, Valley City's starters tonight, the Vikings, 8 points for Addison, 2 points for Kelly, Schramm with 4 points, Thompson with 4 points, and Ency with 3. It's been all bench for Valley City State tonight. Free throw is up, and Kelly hits the free throw. There's another make for the Vikings. 15 free throw attempts in the second half, 20 in the ball game in the second half. They have hit on 12 of 15. That's going to win a lot of ball games for you and make it 13 of 16. And Dickinson State hasn't hit on free throws. Back to an 8-point lead, 80-75, a minute 27 left to go. Derek Selvig wants a full timeout. We'll join him. CHI, Alexa Sound scoreboard. Valley City State 80, Dickinson State 75. Back in KOVC, KDIX, and Consolidated Live TV in a minute.
Big Boy Toys.
The 811 game. Will you play by the rules? Choose your location. City Home. Choose your project. Fence. Let's get started. Sure you're ready? Continue. Hold on. There's a whole network of utilities starting just inches underground. Call before you dig, or it could be game over. Stay on top of your game. Call 811 or visit nd1call.com.
We're back with you. 80-75 is our score. Valley City State with the lead. Dickinson State with the basketball. 1:26 remaining. Hawks will put it into play. Lackey gets the inbounds pass. Key possession both ways. Defense Vikings. Offense Dickinson State. Knocks open. Fires from 3. In and out. Not good. Rebound comes down. Controlled by Valley City State. And the ball back to the Vikings. Now what have we got? Valley City wants a timeout. Minute 13 remaining to play. 80-75. Vikings with the lead. A minute 12 left to go. Another full timeout. Another 1-minute break. We're back on the CHI St. Alexius Cell scoreboard. Vikings 80, Hawks 75. Back in a minute.
Finding the right mortgage company can be a little puzzling. At ENG Lending, we make it easy by finding the right program that fits perfectly. From VA loans for our veterans to first-time homebuyers, refinancing and debt consolidation. Piece by piece, we pay close attention to every detail so that every piece of the puzzle falls right into place. ENG Lending. It all comes together.
Call 456 Loan right now.
Favorite thing about my street?
My co-op.
It isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety,
Efficiency. Technology.
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
and the co-op
Is me.
Well, back with you. Valley City State will have possession of the basketball with a minute 12 left to go. They've got 26 seconds on the shot clock, so they can work it under a minute before they have to take a shot. And they have a two-possession lead of 5 points, 80-75. Let's see what the Vikings elect to do here. They get it out front, and they'll go over and back. They'll turn it over as they got it off that time to Gatch. And tell you what, he's got 27 points tonight. Hasn't done much wrong, but there, he just threw it away, trying to get it back, and threw it behind everybody and out of bounds. Turnover number 14. I think we'll let him have that one the night he has had. He has just been superb tonight in this ball game. Inbounds pass, they get it in to Latke with a minute 2 left to go. Latke, Alsante Potts. Now we've got a whistle down low. Kelly's going to pick it up. Going down hard was Latke. He'll get up slowly. Well, now they're going to say that's going to go against Oshan. Oshan will pick it up. Clock does stop. Both teams in the two-shot bonus, so it's kind of what the Hawks wanted. At the line will be Latke. Latke 0 of 2 at the line tonight, 6 points in the ball game, and he'll shoot 2. So Latke readies himself. Free throw attempt is up and good. Hawks in the second half, 8 of 13, 10 of 19 in the ball game, just over 50%. Valley City at about 90% at the line tonight. Second free throw, good again for Latke. Brings it back to a one-possession ball game at 80-77 with 58 seconds remaining, and Valley City again has the possession. Across the timeline comes Kelly. Both coaches up and following their respective teams. Oh, wide to the basket. Kelly blocked away. He had a great move, and one of the Hawks went up and got a hand on his layup attempt. Here comes Knox. Knox on the drive, slides in. He'll lay it up and in. So the Hawks back to within 1 point at 80-79 with 40 seconds remaining to play. Valley City wants a timeout, a 5-second differential. Game clock and shot clock, so the Vikings are going to have to look at a shot. Full timeout. We'll just take a 30-second break on KDIX, KOVC, and Consolidated Live, Channel 18 TV. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
26.4 seconds remaining to play. Once again, the Blue Hawks have closed that gap to 1 point. Dickinson State, several times in the second half, has got it down to 1 point. We were at 67-66 at the 6.5 minute mark, and then the Vikings went on a run of 7-0 to get it to 74-66. The Blue Hawks have battled back to within 3 a couple of times. 78-75 and 80-77, and now have battled back to 80-79 in this ball game. Dickinson State back to within 1, but here's the possession. It belongs to Valley City State. They're up by 1. NC gets it in, ball batted loose, nearly stolen. We got a whistle. Good pressure by the Hawks. Dahlberg trying for the steal. Nearly got it, but also got a piece of Kelly's arm. And Kelly will go to the line. Josh Kelly tonight, one shot attempt in the first half was scoreless. 1 of 3 here in the second half from the floor. 2 of 2 from the line, 4 points. And he'll go to the line to shoot too. This has been a good spot for Valley, the free throw line tonight for the Vikings. Free throw attempt is up and good. Valley City tonight, 14 of 17 in the second half, 18 of 22 in the ball game. There, my friends, if they win, is the difference in this ball game. They have made free throws. Dickinson State has not. Trying to make it a 3-point lead. He does. With 24 seconds left to go, the lead back to 82-79. Timeout Dickinson State, now down to 20.6 seconds remaining on the CHI St. Alexius South scoreboard. We've said the pregame. We wondered if we matched the women's closeness and intensity and battles. We have. The final 20 seconds will decide this one. Valley City State 82, Dickinson State 79. Blue Hawks have the possession. Valley City the defensive side. We'll be back in 30 seconds to close this one out at Scott Gym on KDIX, KOBC, and Consolidated Live. We'll do it in 30.
Farming and ranching are more than just jobs. It's your way of life. And financially, you want to work with somebody who understands your way of life. More ag, less aggravation. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union. If you're looking for a home loan or want to refinance your existing loan, the single smartest thing you can do is go to a credit union like Western Cooperative. We make it easy, you make it home. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union.
Dickinson State down by 3. Josh Kelly just hit 2 big free throws to stretch the lead, 2-3. You're the Hawks, 20 seconds remaining. Do you play for a 2-pointer and then try for the steal and follow, or do you look for a 3-pointer? I think you look for the best shot you get, and Valley City has guarded extremely well all night long tonight, so they will send out Kelly. Hoyet also out there will be Gatch. Ochan is out there. And Ency is out there. Blue Hawks got 5 seconds to get it in. They get it into Knox. Knox with the basketball. Steps back from 3. Off the lip of the rim. Not good. Baker gets it back. Knox from 3 again. That's an air ball. Latke tries to save it in. Cannot with 10 seconds. So Knox had 2 great looks at 3-pointers, but just could not get either one to go down. So they'll set up defensively. Valley City State, well, there's a place where they want to be. I think it's the free throw line. If the Hawks don't get a steal, that's where they will go, to the free throw line. They get the pass inbounds to Kelly. Kelly's going to be followed with 8 seconds remaining. So Kelly can open up the game to a 2-possession game with just 1 of 2 free throws that he will be shooting. So let's wait and see who followed there. That went against Dickinson State. Picking it up for the Blue Hawks. John Evans picks it up, his second. Kelly tonight, perfect 4-4 at the line. Free throws up, and I'm not saying that clinches it, but if I'm a betting man, I'd say that pretty much put the nail in the coffin for Dickinson State, but we'll wait and see what happens. 83-79 now. Kelly down the stretch, final 10 minutes. 5 of 5 from the free throw line, and make it 6 of 6, and that makes it 84-79. That lead has just gone from 5 to 1 to 3 to 5 to 1. Latke from 3 puts it up off iron, not good. There's the horn. There's the final score. Valley City State will come out of here with a hard-earned victory tonight over Dickinson State. Great college basketball game, 2 pretty evenly matched teams, and the Vikings win it on the CHI St. Alexius South scoreboard, 84-79. Dickinson State outscoring Valley City State 46-41 in the second half, but trailed 43-33 at halftime. Valley City State overall runs their record to 8-4 and 1-0 in conference play. The Blue Hawks, much like the women, remain winless on the season, 0-8 and 0-1 on the NSAA side of things. Again, your final score tonight: Valley City State 84, Dickinson State 79 here on the CHI St. Alexius South scoreboard. We'll come back and close things out. Our post-game show right around the corner on KDIX, KOBC, as well as Consolidated Live in 2.5 minutes.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most, with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company. Locally owned, locally strong. The products you need with the service you deserve.
Welcome to the 2021-2022 school year at Dickinson State University. The DSU Heritage Foundation is excited to bring the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund to the DSU campus.
The Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund is comprised of your general and sport-specific giving, named scholarships, advertising, sponsorship of athletic programs, endowments, and program greatest needs support. Made possible by you, the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund and the DSU Heritage Foundation will award over $700,000 in athletic support for the 2021-2022 school year.
Donate to the Blue Hawk Scholarship Fund today.
Visit us online at dsuheritagefoundation.org and help support Blue Hawk athletes in the classroom, in competition, and in our community.
Come soar with the Hawks.
With so many different internet speeds to choose from, picking the right speed can be vital to how many devices you have running at the same time. Now you can supercharge your internet with consolidated GNet technology and get the speeds you need up to 1 gig. Fast, reliable speeds you need to keep all your devices running like they should. Call 483-4000 and supercharge your internet and get the speed you need with Consolidated.
Today, we're going someplace new, a place where we all come together to forge a new path ahead, a path where we're with you every step of the way, even through unexpected twists and turns. Welcome to a new era of banking. American Bank Center is now Bravera Bank. Still proudly employee and director owned, we're building a future where we find new ground together. Bravera, forge your path.
Thank you much, JD. As we come back, post-game show upon us. Again, your final tonight, 2 dandies here at Scott Gym. We hope you enjoyed it on KTIX, KOBC, and Consolidated Channel 18 live across Western North Dakota on your cable networks today and tonight. And this one went right down to the wire. Dickinson State, a couple of good looks by Bryce Knox, 3-pointers to tie it up. Didn't get him to go, and then a couple of free throws made by Josh Kelly, who went 6 of 6 in the final 10 minutes from the line, sealed the victory for Valley City State 84-79. Vikings led 43-33 at halftime. The Blue Hawks did come back, tie it up again in the second half, but never got a lead. We have 3 ties, 46 all, 64 all, and 16-16 in the first half. Valley City State again goes 8-4, 1-0. The Hawks go 0-1 and 0-8 on the season. Take a look at individual numbers for Valley City State. What a night for their bench tonight. Duoth Gatch tonight averages 9 points a game, was 10 of 16 from the floor, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and had 4 rebounds and had a couple of steals and had an assist and just 1 turnover in 26 minutes of play off the bench tonight. 27 points for that young man tonight for Valley City State. Talk about being a difference maker off the bench. He was tonight. Another guy off the bench, Uhana Oshan tonight, off the bench. 4 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He had a total of 8 rebounds. He had 16 points in the ball game. And another guy off the bench in double figures, Eddie Oyet. Oyet tonight had 11 points, 4 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, and he was 2 of 3 from the free throw line for 11 points in the ball game tonight. Their bench was just unbelievable. Also off the bench, Hebring tonight in the contest for Valley City State in the scoring category tonight had a total of 6. Hunter Sand tonight did not score off the bench. And we mentioned Eddie Owett had 11 points. So their bench tonight in the ball game had a total 43, 49, 60 of their 84 points came from their bench tonight. Just 24 points from the starters tonight for Valley City State, led by Josh Kelly, who had 8 points. Addison had 5 points. Thompson had 4 points. Schramm had 4, and Kana Ensi had 3. So the starters, as we said, 17, 21, 24 points, and the non-starters had 60 points tonight for Valley City State. Their bench did. For Dickinson State, great ball game for Colby Baker. 8 of 11 from the floor for the Bismarck State college transfer and super freshman for Dickinson State. He was 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. From the free throw line, 0 of 1, 21 points. He had 7 rebounds tonight to lead Dickinson State. Bryce Knox, again, the Hawks' leading scorer and their top player returning from last year. First half, 1 point. Second half, 19 points. That has been his case of operation all year long, and it was again tonight. He ended the night with 20 points, 7 of 18. It was just 5 of 13 from beyond the arc, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had a total of 20 points. Nice game again. Mr. Consistent, John Evans, another freshman, a super freshman from Canada, 4 of 10 from the floor, and he was 2 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 13 points in the ball game. 8 points for Trey Latke tonight, 5 points for Alstrom, 4 points for Hamilton, 4 points for Ashante Potts-Woods, 4 points for Josiah Holland tonight. Tice Dahlberg did not score, and Jalen Tinnen did not score in the ball game tonight. But again, the storyline in this one, Valley City's bench tonight, 60 points. Their starters tonight, 24 points, but it was enough, and they win it on the CHI St. Alexius Health scoreboard, 84 again to 79. Let's take a look at some team numbers for you tonight in this one. Again, we'll take a look at individual numbers we looked at, team numbers. Valley City, again, did not shoot the ball well at all from the floor. Just 26 of 71, 36%. And from the three-point line, they were only 11 of 29 from beyond the arc, 37%. But the free throw line is where the Vikings won it, 21 of 24, 87% in this basketball game. They were outshot by Dickinson State from the floor, the three-point line, out-rebounded, but did a great job at the free throw line, and that was the difference in this ball game, as again, they turned the ball over 14 times, Dickinson State 19 times. The Blue Hawks, 26 of 61, 43% from the floor. Shot pretty well from three-point range, but took a lot of three-pointers. Well, we had 66 three-pointers between the two teams. Dickinson State 16 of 37, 43%. That's very, very respectable for three-point shooting. But free throw line, the Hawks went there in the ball game 19 times and hit on only 11 of 19, 58%. Valley City State 21 of 24 at the free throw line in the ball game, and that is 87%, a difference there of 10 points coming at the free throw line, and that was the difference really in the ball game as Valley City wins it by 5. Dickinson State, a good job on the board tonight, 46-38, out-rebounded Valley City. Kobe Baker had 7 in the ball game to lead Dickinson State. Valley City State led by Eddie Oyet. He had 8 rebounds in the ball game tonight for Valley City State. And as we mentioned, the turnovers again, 14 for Valley City, 19 for Dickinson State. And again, your final 84-79. Valley City State, after leading by 10 at halftime, being tied twice in the second half, never gave up the lead. It got down to 1 in the final minute, got down to 3. The Hawks had a chance twice in the final 20 seconds to tie it with three-pointers. Bryce Knox's three-pointers, both of them did not go down, and Joshua Kelly hit 2 free throws to ice the win at 84-79. Well, we've got one more break coming. Our players of the game coming your way here on KDIX, KOBC, and Consolidated Live. We'll pick a player for each team. We'll do that in 30 seconds.
The Mix 105.7 is your home for the best music, the best variety, including tunes from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today. Listen weekday mornings from 7 to 10 for the Mixed Up Morning Show with birthday and anniversary announcements, plus loads of local information. Go back in time Sunday mornings from 8 to noon and enjoy the music and the memories from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, including classic hits, classic rock, disco, and more during the Mix 105.7 Time Machine. The Mix 105.7 is locally owned, locally operated, and locally mixed.
Selections for both teams tonight. For Dickinson State, Kobe Baker, the young man out of Weeble, Montana, outstanding tonight. 8 of 11 from the floor, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. He had 21 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists in the ball game. And Kobe Baker is our DSU player of the game in Valley City State. Hands down, no doubt about this one. Duoff Gatch averages 9.5 points a game, came off the bench tonight, 10 of 16 from the floor, 5 of 8 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, had 4 rebounds in the ball game, 2 steals, 1 assist, played 26 minutes, and had 27 points in the ball game, and he is the Valley City State player of the game. 2 great games tonight. Hope you enjoyed them both on KDIX and KLTC. KDIX and KOVC, excuse me, in Valley City, and on Consolidated Live here in Dickinson TV channel 18 Consolidated. Trace Wells, and again, hope you're feeling better, Trace. Good to see you tonight, and Trace Engineers and our camera crew did a great job again tonight as we send this all over Western North Dakota Live on TV for the Blue Hawks throughout the season. But again, 2 dandies tonight. Valley City State women win it at the buzzer on an inbounds play under the basket, 76-74. And Dickinson State men have a shot to send it to overtime with 2 3-pointers that didn't drop at the end of the game, and 2 free throws by Josh Kelly. Iced it for the Vikings. They win it 84-79. For all the great sponsors on KOVC and KDIX, along with Consolidated Live tonight, we're glad to and hope you enjoyed the game. Jim Dowell, of course, had the women's call. Rod Klein and myself had the men's call tonight. Trace Wells is engineering the whole kit and caboodle tonight here at Scott Gym, and we appreciate his efforts tonight also. But for Jim Dowell and all the sponsors, I'm Rod Kleinion from Scott Gym. Again, your 2 finals tonight here at Scott Gym. Valley City on the road wins a couple of dandies. They win the women's game 76-74 and the men's game 84-79. So long, everyone. Have a great weekend. Drive safely. Be careful tonight. Weather not good. It's nasty out there. Roads are not good. So drive carefully on your way home and have a good rest of your weekend.